All right. Oh man, where's the You see the bell dingy over there?
Oh, you was right.
So this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. So, what can I use as an alternative? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's not there. All right, y'all. Come see, come saw. So. Peace and love to all of you, new and true. Welcome to the Crystaline Mars Show. I'm your co-host, Mrs. Duüblè Jones, the lady with the stones, to come here and to leave us alone. Head over to the website if you hadn't already to take advantage of our 20% off site-wide sale. No code required. CrystalineMars.com. The link is in our Instagram bio, and the sale it ends on March 17th, which is tomorrow, Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. So we got 24 hours left. So head over there. We also offer free shipping for all U.S. orders. I uploaded some new things up there. If you were tuned into the story, you can see the things that I added, or you can just head to the website and it's the first thing that come up. We have silver facelets now available, y'all, and some other goodies that I uploaded. So please head over there. And also, for those of you who have supported us, if you could leave reviews, we now have a review section on the website available. So we'd love to hear your feedback from, shipping to customer service, the quality of your order or your piece. If you could please give us some feedback, we greatly appreciate that. That's available on the website. You just click on the product. You can click on the product that you purchased or just any random product, and at the bottom of the product page, you will see the option for you to add your review. So thank you to Kyla, because she was our first reviewee. So we greatly appreciate your feedback. And also we appreciate the love offerings that you all send faithfully to our Cash App, our PayPal, our Apple Pay, our Zelles. For all love donations that you send, it equals a name entry into our monthly jewelry raffle that we host on the 1st of every month. So April 1st, we'll be holding our next raffle, and every $5 that you sent, rather it was towards the ritual or just general good old love, that entered your name. So great gratitude, truly. If you are interested in sending some love, exchanging some love, you can do so. The information is pinned down below. It's also saved in our caption, as well as our description box on our YouTube channel. Head over to our YouTube channel at Crystaline Mars. The link is in our bio. And like, comment, subscribe. Show us some love over there, please. And thank you. Y'all have been showing up with the subscriptions, and now we just need some interaction, some engagements. I know some of y'all come from here to over there, and you're like, it may feel weird with you like writing in the comments over there, but if you could please do so. I don't care if you say from Instagram or whatever, please do so. We post the lives. We grow live on Instagram nightly, so turn on your notifications. But I also post the nightly lives on our YouTube. So if you miss a night, or if you want to run it back, I have it in the segments as well as a whole on YouTube, so you can run it back as needed. And we're also on Facebook and TikTok, and we only have one Instagram, which is verified. So please do not be scammed. Do not get scammed. We do not slide in your DMs. We will not solicit you for any services. So if somebody do that, that is not us. Ashe. So we're now going to move into the first segment of the night, which is the message of the day. So the message of the day is piggybacking off of the word of the day, which is, what boundaries do you set with yourself? We always talk about boundaries that we set with our loved ones, with coworkers, with friends. But what boundaries do you set with yourself? What standards do you set for yourself? What expectations do you have for yourself? It's so easy to have these things for other people, to expect somebody to show up for us, to expect somebody to be faithful, to be loyal, to love us, to respect us, to honor us, right? To be honest with us. But when it comes to us doing that to ourselves, with that self, having that relationship with ourselves, we excuse it for whatever reason. It could be laziness, it could be lack of awareness, lack of accountability, lack of desire, right? And I encourage you to call yourself out and call yourself up, and begin to take yourself seriously. We're old, we're grown, we're adults. And I know that there are things that you could work on. There are things that you desire. And so it's like, let's work on those things daily. Instead of you sitting around complaining, waiting, I've talked about this before, doing all this manifestation ritual in the spiritual realm, let's ground and get more in the physical realm and in the emotional realm, and see what we need to clean up, what habits we need to adopt, what habits we need to drop. And it's time for us to start showing up for ourselves every day, so we can be better for not just ourselves, but for the people around us. So the question that I pose in a space that I invite you into is, what boundaries are you setting for yourself? What do you say yes to and you don't follow through? What goals do you set and you only, pursue them when you feel like it, when you feel motivated? What do you say no to? What is no longer tolerable that you are doing? We can't control or change anything outside of ourselves until we shift our internal state. All right, so that concludes the message of the day, which is, when is enough enough? And what boundaries do you set with yourself? What deadline do you give yourself? Don't just set an open goal and say, I'm going to get to it one day. No. Set a date, a month. We talked about monthly goals, quarterly goals, annual goals, weekly goals, daily goals, hourly goals. Break it down however you need to and tackle them one goal at a time. Ashe. Ashe. I kind of like this. So we're now going to move on to the next segment of the night, which is the daily energy, followed by tarot tea time. All right, y'all, so we're going to stall a little bit. I love the purple and pink hearts. Those are so pretty. Look, guys, got to go run and get something real quick. I would like to add some copper facelets to the website. Do y'all like? They're just our small double link chain, but I'll probably add some little, something to the bottom. But I'm feeling real copperly today. Love, Ashe. We got the kimono today. The weather is breaking. You like it? Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna add some. I added silver facelets to the website though. Somebody already snatched one up. We was heavy on the gold, but now we got some silver incoming. Next up is copper showstopper. I want to try the lip cuff. I tried that before, but it was still challenging. But all right, y'all. So we're now going to move into the daily energy.
Peace, family. Today's energy is from March 17, 2024. We're going into this Sunday. Right, Sunday is the sun, as well as Uranus, Leo, Aquarius, 1, 4. Our moon's going to be in Cancer, starting in the morning time, right? That's a 2. We have the Queen of Diamonds and the Six of Diamonds on this day. Now, what day is this? This is God's day. Not only is it Sun Day, right? Ra, representing, God's day. We all think Sunday is God's day, but it's also 17. 17 represents God. Okay. 8 represents Saturn or Satan. It doesn't necessarily mean evil, all right? It just means the different, say 8 is the infinity sign, so it represents time, right? So we understand that there is time because there is a Satan or a Saturn, right? Which is Saturn itself, the planet, represents karma. So it's the idea of karma energy, right? Karma is what keeps us going, it's what keeps us moving forward in time, right? This is God's day, all right? With the Queen of Diamonds, Six of Diamonds, we should be meditating with God using we have the 11, we got King's Vision, using our vision to see how asking for guidance and looking for guidance for how to balance our values, balance our principles, balance our ideals, balance our ethics and moralities, balance our money, our resources, balance our assets, right? And how to organize our lives, organize our business, organize our organization, organize our household, organize our family, organize all areas of our lives. This is the day, and Sunday is always a good day to do reflection, right? But this is a powerful day because we have God's energy, we have the vision to see into the future, and then we have the balancing day to get our lives in order, to get our lives rebalanced, repurposed, and to get ourselves back on track if we happen to be off track. And that's the energy for March 17, 2024. Ashe.
All right, y'all. So we're not gonna. That was in the bag, in the jewelry bag that you gave out of here. So we're now gonna move into the next segment of the night, which is tarot tea time, and I don't want to hear any music. Truth, I was literally thinking about you, babe. Truth, welcome in, babe. I was literally thinking about you today, and I was like, I know she'll show up divinely. So it's a pleasure to have you here with us in this space. So, my love, we gotta talk. And what I ask you, the question that I pose, I suppose, is how, I want you to ask yourself this: how can I create peace? I need you to stop waiting, and I need you to just begin to just be. Go from waiting to being. I need you to stop waiting for your external situation to turn into something more favorable before you begin to feel happy again, before you feel whole, before you feel complete. So how can you create a more peaceful environment? Your home, your workspace, wherever you dwell, wherever you be, right? How can you create a more peaceful environment? What do you need to clean around your home? What can you reorganize? What music could you listen to? What will get you in that vibration? All right. Colors. I need you to intentionally choose peace and stop waiting for it to be given through these external things. I need you to choose happiness and joy and not be dependent on these external things to give you that. And that's why you have been on this yo-yo, because you've been going with the waves. Soon as you begin to receive, because it may be things that the universe have, downloads that the universe have given you, and then you begin to see it come into fruition, and then you get excited about something, or you just get good news and you get very excited, and then things start to coast, right? The waves start to calm down, and now you're bored, and now you're back in this lower vibration. And I want you to remember that you always have the power to choose where you will dwell on the scale. And when I say scale, I'm talking about the vibrational scale. Y'all ever saw the scale where it has the lowest vibration to the highest? Where do you choose to be? Where do you refuse to be? What do you refuse to see? Mirror work. That was kind of like a tongue twister. Mirror work. All right? Sit in front of your mirror. Stand in front of your mirror and look into your eyes and allow yourself to talk to yourself. If you're a little scared, say that. If you're a little lost, say that. If you're a little lonely, say that. And allow for your higher self to channel back to you what you need to rest assured. So, a little piece of calm, some tea, some lavender, right? A bath, some aromatherapy, essential oils, candles. How can you set the vibe? All right? Somebody said they love mirror work. Yes, and I want you to cleanse your mirrors as well. Mirrors are portals. So just make sure that you cleanse your mirror with some Palo Santo, right? Or some sage if you'd like, and cleanse it, all right? And set your intentions so, you know, you only allow certain things to come through. And that's a good practice to do generally, period, throughout, you know, the month, whenever you feel called. But definitely before you get in that mirror and look in it and begin to talk to yourself, I need you to cleanse it, all right? Because, you know, our eyes are a portal as well. So between the eyes and the mirror, is you want to be sure that is nothing but pure energy coming through. Ashe? I don't know why I'm holding my spoon like this. Who holds a spoon like this? Me do in this moment. So I'm gonna pull a cards and see, but the energy feels very chill. It feels very still. You're so annoying. All I'm missing is a little tissue. That's my sister, y'all, so that was just a little insider. But that might be a message in itself. So my sister wrote that I'm playing gentle. And when we were little girls, we used to be on the bed and we used to speak very intellectually, very proper. And we would like drink our tea, and we would like dab our corners of our mouth with tissue and, you know, just act very like fancy. And so some of y'all, some of my feminine, y'all might be trying to move into that energy. You may have turned into the masculine due to circumstances. And you would like to move and rest in your feminine energy. Wearing your more feminine energy, like stones and colors and things like that, will assist you, right? Having your hair in certain styles, jewelry, you know, your lighter pastel colors as well will help you move into that softer energy. You say you and your brother used to do that? I'm definitely doing tea time with my tribe. I love that. Wait, you mean like your personal tribe? So let's see what we got. All right, this damn adjudication card. What? So, because this been coming out. And so, we're going to flip the script. Because accountability, instead of you pointing the finger about what they did or what they ain't doing or what they said, what about you? What about you? What do you say? What role do you play? What are you guilty of? Right? Somebody may love unicorns, or there may be some significant with horses and lions. Somebody may have like a tattoo, a lion tattoo. The colors yellow, red, and blue may be significant as well. What, Truth? You having a fit in the comments. Truth said, oh my God, yes. I think you were saying yes to the tea time with your tribe. That's dope. It's confirming. All right, so we got official person. And with this official person, it's giving very Capricorn energy. Capricorn Aquarius. Somebody may be a Capricorn Aquarius. But discipline, seriousness, accountability. Official person, holding yourself to that higher standard, that higher honor. Like, because you may say, like, I'm a king, I'm a queen, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, but how are you carrying yourself? Are you really living up to that title? Are you? Or is it just something you say? Something that you aspire to be, right? April 29th may be significant. March 4th, March 22nd. Somebody might be 22 years old, 30 years old, 34 years old. But we're going to get more on this adjudication and official person. And there's this sense of conviction coming in. So either you may feel this conviction, like you know that there's things that you should be doing or things you could be doing and you're not for whatever reason. Or this is external energy as well. There may be two parties involved where it's like you both are like mirroring each other in some way. Some of you may have somebody like a leader, an official person, somebody in an authoritative position, or, you know, like a spiritual guide or some kind of leader where they can influence you in your life, and they may be, you know, making you feel convicted. Okay, so somebody's dad's birthday is April 29th. Your son's birthday on the 22nd. But yeah, like somebody is definitely like causing some kind of conviction within you or vice versa. So remember, this is collective, so take it as it resonates. This is literally what I just said. Privileged lady. Privileged lady. That are you really carrying yourself in that way? 33. Somebody's turning 33 this year. Or March 3rd. Life path number 3. Life path number 22. Life path number 4. But definitely, and this also a message that's coming out to really, I want you to sit back and just reflect on what you have. And I know some of you are starting from scratch and you feel like you don't have crap. Some of you have an abundance of things. And I want you to really reflect on your haves. And I want you to move into that energy of gratitude, because there are people who have it way worse than you, and you're over here upset, complaining about that little 10% of what you don't have. And there's somebody that would love to trade places with you. They would love to have that spiritual connection that you have. They would love to have that job, or just a job, or just a car, a nice car. It don't have to be the most expensive car or whatever, but They would love to have some income coming in. They would love to have a bed, a nice quality bed, you know, like they would love to have a TV. It's the littlest things. And so I invite you to look around at the abundance that you do have. Tap within, look within, and tap into the abundance that you truly are. It's 11:20. That's 2222 again. Yeah, I know that's my life path number, and the 22 is the master builder, where we take those thoughts, where I teach everybody who want to learn how to take those thoughts and to literally create the reality of your dreams, to create a life that is desirable. But it starts in the mind. It starts with looking behind the veil. What do you need to tighten up on? And it's just about acknowledgement. Don't beat yourself up about it, but be real. Be real. You can't heal until you be real. Until you look, it will not be revealed. And honestly, it's always revealed. But if you're not looking for it, you won't see it. We got gifts, but we don't wait. We're gonna let whatever needs to pop out. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? The more focus you give it, the more it grows. So some of y'all have been heavy in your crown chakra. Let's see what these thoughts are about, though. You may have been thinking about your path. You may be thinking about where you're going, where you want to go, who you want to go with. And the Lovers and Journey card came out. I literally just said this. You're thinking about where you want to go with the Journey card and who you want to go with the Lovers. It's like, all right. Because some of y'all may be trying to prioritize the people in your life, because I'm getting like you're trying to get clear on like what role you want the people in your life to play, how much of your energy you want to give them. And that's the thing too. Like, I want you to think about it. Like, if you were to really give your path, your purpose, yourself, all that energy that you're putting into everybody else, what do you think would happen? How successful do you think things would be? You said your birthday is 6/10. Your birthday is 6/10. Queen Too Much said, oh, wow, I'm seriously over here thinking about this. Wow. Yeah, so I want you to think about, instead of focusing on how you want people to show up in your life, focus on what role are you going to play? What role are you going to play in you know, your community and your family? Who are you going to show up as? How are you going to carry yourself? Y'all can hear me sip today. But I do see by you thinking, because some of you have already, like I said, heavily been in your head. And by you thinking about this, some of y'all have been so obsessed. Some of y'all already on it. So remember, this collective. We got some of everybody in class. So some of y'all are like just now beginning to think about or take seriously or become obsessed with certain things. And for some of y'all like, I've been here. I've been giving all of my attentions, all my focus. I have been, you know, already in this energy. And I do see by you honing in, you are calling it in, and it's coming in faster than you think. I've been trying to figure out my path. I'd recommend booking a birth chart reading, love. Book a birth chart reading, and we could look at your chart. We could look at your destiny. We could look at your fortune, the things that's going to bring you luck, the things you need to focus on, the challenges that you're going to have, right? The energy that supports you, the energy that you master in the past life, the energy that you're meant to master in this life. I encourage you to get a birth chart reading on crystalinemars.com, and that will help you a ton, instead of you just sitting here, you know, waiting for it to just pop in your head. We could get clear. So what else about this thoughts, lover, and journey? Okay, we're done here. We're going to get one more, though. Now they say we're done. All right. So when you get the instruction that it's done, it's done. And we got family room right here. I just told you that. Like, obedience. You know they say obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience requires sacrifice. Most times, obedience and sacrifice are in the same sentence. They go hand in hand. Because when you talk about elevation and manifestation and releasing and things like that, in order for you to receive, you're going to have to release. And a lot of things that we are being called to release are the things that we love. All right? And we have to offer it up. You don't have to, but a lot of y'all are seeing that in your reality. It's like you see something has to give. Something has to give, and you that one. So we got the Empress right here. Well, let's see what the tarot talking about. Midnight said, I'm constantly in my thoughts. Stagnation, sure will. So how to get out of your thoughts is think about certain things, right? Think about whatever you think about, and then ask yourself, okay, now how do I take this and make this more actionable? What can I do right now? What can I do right now? What can I do right now? Not if I had this, what could I do? When I go there, I could do this. No, like right now. What can I do right now? And I just heard somebody say, like, but I'm not in the mood to do it. And it'd be like that sometimes too. You know, we got to be real. Sometimes it do be like that. But then you just got to check yourself on that. Like, how often do I always say, I don't feel like it, or I'm not in the mood? Like, is that something that you often repeat? Is that a story that you often repeat? Let's see what tarot's talking about. All right, so we got the 9 of Wands. So I'm proud of you because I see that you're still pushing. You may have gotten knocked down. You may have got denied, rejected. You may have failed at something, and you keep getting up. Your resilience is at an all-time high right now. And yeah, you may literally feel like the odds are against you, but you're not giving up though. You may take a seat, recollect, cry it out, whatever, pray it out. But then you get right back up. Yep, the 5 of Swords. So a lot of the battle has been in the mind, I see. A lot of the battle has been in the mind. Some of y'all may have been fighting spiritually, spiritual attack. You may have been very confused, like, is it even worth fighting for? Somebody may have had like a concussion or head injury in this life. You may have been suffering from migraines, from headaches. Get some oregano oil and a few drops under the tongue. Or you may just have some crown, like your crown activation happening, and it's an expansion happening, and so you may feel pressure in your crown. It might not even be pain, it might be pressure, right? But with the pink and the purple that we're wearing today, it's like you are connecting your mind with your heart, with your heart's desires. So just continue to focus on what your heart desires. But let's see more about this 9 of Wands and 5 of Swords. All right, so we got the 9 of Cups. We got the 9 of Cups. So I do see emotional fulfillment and emotional peace and joy coming through. So we just missing one element. We got the Wands, We got the sword. So the wands speaks of like the our passion, our creativity, our fire. The swords is the mind. So we got the fire is the wands. The swords is air. The cups is water. All we missing is the pentacles, which is the earth. All right. So you said, is that why? Is that what that is? I've been having bad headaches. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is for you, but it's more than likely one of those things that I mentioned. So we missing one element, which is the pentacles, and the pentacles speak of the material. This pentacles is that ground energy, that the physical needs being met and things like such. So we're gonna see if the pentacles pop out, but that's what some of y'all may be waiting. So the Empress came out again, March 9th, September 3rd, May 9th, September 9th, September 5th, May 9th. I said that again, so that might be very significant. May 9th, maybe a significant thing. Date, 5-9, somebody might be 5-9. Empress just joined and the Empress card just came out. So with the Empress card coming out, this is literally speaking of abundance and wealth and birth. So remember I said we're waiting on that last element, and that's when it's like this last element is waiting on you. You're waiting on the last element, but you know, like when it's time for when the mother is going to give birth, and they encourage that she walks, right? That she walks and, you know, do her exercise and things like that. It's like you got to get up and walk. You got to get up and move. You got to get up and work with what you have. All right. And also, what was that analogy y'all gave me about the mother? Yes. So, you know, like when a woman is pregnant, it's encouraged that she eat healthy, that she eat clean, and that she exercises so she can have, and it's important that she exercises daily or have some kind of movement daily, and eat clean to ensure that the baby gets what it needs, and also so she can have a smooth delivery. And that's what you're growing through right now. You're being called and forced, for some of you, to exercise, you know, not just your physical temple, because some of y'all aren't necessarily working out, but exercise certain muscles, build up your character, right? Give your body the nourishment that it needs so your energy levels can be high, so you can, you know, keep up with the baby. Y'all know children are very energetic, all right? And you got to go to the park. They want to play. They want to do this. They want to do that. You can't be tired when your baby is birthed. Somebody is definitely going to be getting pregnant this year, and I feel like it's unexpected though, and you're in training right now. All right. And so you may be called to purge a lot of things. And, you know, I'm getting like this is a physical human baby for some, but for others, this pregnancy is like your dreams. It can be an idea, a business, pregnant with your partner, you know, manifesting that thing. And you're literally being trained right now. You're being trained. So when that baby comes to birth, you can maintain it, you can take care of it, you're already in that flow and you're not freaking out. Somebody has been having back pain, neck pain. Somebody may have spinal issues, all right? But definitely you're giving birth. And so just continue, just know that this is all in preparation for that. And the baby not gonna come out no sooner. Y'all already done, we already got that premature baby energy. Remember, we were talking about the incubator, because it's a thing, like, we have multiple babies. You're not just gonna have one kid, you know. And I'm talking about like when it comes to ideas and the life that we manifest and different things. Like you birthed everything that's around you. So you already have buku babies, regardless if they're human or not. And so it's this thing of some things that you're already working on was premature and you may be trying to catch up, right? But there are other things that it's like, no, it's moving divinely. It's moving divinely, and good things take time. All right. So let's see. So we got the Empress, 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Somebody may be a Cancer. Sagittarius. Somebody might be starting locks or just like started their lock journey. Even having neck issues. That's a shame. I want to see if this pentacle is going to pop out. Pirates. I'm not sure if somebody watched a pirate movie or something significant with pirates. Peace, lovely. Come on now. Well, I just heard a Cupid shuffle. I don't know if somebody's family always play that song like at a family reunion or something, but all I heard was to the right, to the right, to the right. Oh, Midnight's Cancer, Moon, and Logs. I'm talking to you. Let me find this a personal read. Come on now. Talk to me. And you got to give it time. So I'm going to wait till it pop out. And it popped out. And it popped out more than I thought. More. It popped out in 3. So let's see what we got. So we got the Chariot in reverse. So it's a lot of movement, but it don't look like it. So you keep on moving. Don't stop to see. Don't stop to cry. Keep going. But guess what came out? You be patient. You hear me? This is the 3 of Pentacles. And guess what else came out? The 9 of Pentacles. So we got 12 motherfreaking Pentacles. The Pentacles came out in 2s. And really in 12s. Because that's 12 Pentacles. And what lastly came out was the World. And the World card is 21. And we got 12 Pentacles. And so this is the reflection. And the 9 of Pentacles, it speaks of that ending of a hard time in the financial realm, in the financial sector. You know, some of y'all may have a lot of, you may have, not a lot, but it may be a lot of debt or people that you have to pay off. And it seems like you just keep working to pay everybody else, working to pay. And you're like, bro, something's got to give because I need something for myself. Like, I just want to, you know, go shop real quick, or I want to be able to enjoy the fruits of my freaking labor. Like, I'm tired of paying y'all, right? And so this is financial independence coming through. All right, this is the ending of that struggle. And with this 3 of Pentacles, this is expansion. This is the universe supporting you. This is luck energy surrounding you. All right, and you see how they're working. You see how they're working together. And I told you, when it comes to the Pentacles energy, it's time for you to now move. Now move. Get into that creative space. We're moving out of this winter season, this hibernation, this, you know, introspection. Get outside. Get into your bag, whatever that is, your tool bag, your treasure bag, whatever is in your bag, get into it. But we got the World, and that is completion. It took an entire 12 months. I was thinking about that when we were talking about the baby. So it's interesting how, you know, it takes a mother a full term is 10 months. But really, full term is 12 months because that gives time for us to go through every cycle, every zodiac, all 12 zodiacs. And so some of y'all thought it was time to give birth because it's been 10 months. I want you to reflect. Go look at your timeline, your photos or videos, or you make it just, you know, reel back to 10 months from when you read, 10 months from this moment, and see where you were. And, you know, 10 months ago, you probably thought like, okay, by this year or this time, whatever, I should be done. And it's like, now you got 2 more months. So with that being said, we got 2 more months. Got 2 more months, and things, you know, you may start to feel a little kick. You know, you may start to see the baby. You may start to see the little baby come through and stuff like that. But you got about 2 more months, right? But 12 months. We got the 12 Pentacles, and then we got the 21. And this is the Logas energy as well. And this is the door opening, you know, and the path being cleared. So what's today? Is March. So I want you to mark your calendars as well. 2 months from now. So May. Then we talk about May being significant. May 16th or 17th, whatever you feel called. All right. But definitely there's something that's coming full circle and something coming together for you that will support you in the way that you've been seeking support. Gardening, somebody definitely has been in there like herbal bag. Llewellyn, or the initial L, may be significant as well. Your birthday in May. My Yuki said, I get comfort from hearing you talk about this like it's so normal. It's refreshing, because it is normal. It is normal. We over exaggerate because we human. We got these damn emotional meat suits and we forget, like, this is life. So don't exaggerate it. The Fool and Death. So the Death card. The Death is just transformation, transitioning. All right. Let me read the card. It says a period of spiritual transformation as well as unexpected time. Wait, I'm gonna start over, y'all, because I got distracted. Death is a period of spiritual transformation as well as an unexpected time for change and new beginnings. I just said the Fool, right? Because I just saw the Fool. Although such shifts can be challenging or even traumatic, they often lead to a newfound lease on life. So the next 2 months may be very, very transformative for you. Some of y'all already done died and came back to life multiple times. Somebody may have had a life-death experience and it like woke you up in some way. Somebody had a very tragic car accident or like some kind of accident where you could have lost your life. And that may have been something that woke you up. All right, so what we got? We got expectations. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Expectations and gift. So, oh, thank you, Lovely, for your generous love donation. I missed her name. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. But we got expectations and gift. And instead of you waiting on who going to gift you with what, like I talked about, what can you gift yourself with? Set your little goals. And I call them little because you can start little. All right? Gift yourself with some honesty. Gift yourself with consistency. Right? Oh, that was you, Lovely. Thank you. Gift yourself. What are you expecting to receive, and how can you give that to yourself? But with that, as within, so without. So you're going to receive gifts. You're going to receive externally as well. And so the universe is coming through to encourage you to keep going, continue to keep giving, and continue to continue, and expect to receive opportunity, resources, charity, attention, recognition, promotions, windfall of money, approvals. And that was after the Death card. And so it's like, that had to die. That had to go away. Remember we talked about this before. Like, you had to, this version of you has to die in order for you to become who it is that you desire to be. Life, death, and rebirth. We literally have the Death card, and we have the Empress, which is that rebirth card. So, and we got win money right here. So Definitely some of y'all might be coming up on some money. And I'm seeing a bulk sum for some of you, like a lot. Or this could be an idea that's going to bring in that money. You've been doing a 369 method since last month, and you could definitely feel a shift in the air and aura around me. Yes, that is a very powerful manifestation method. I've done that in the past. All right, y'all. So we're going to close out. And what came out is theft. And we got false person. Oh, Lord. So we got theft, false person, work, the devil, the tower, and the high priestess. So there could have been some ciphering of some kind of energy. There could have been ciphering from, somebody that you worked with, or somebody was working hard to steal your joy, or to steal, or, you know, create challenges in your life in whatever way they could have. But so that's on one hand, right? Because we got theft, we got work, and we got false person. And it could have been somebody that you were once friends with, or somebody that you are cool with who does not have the best intentions for you. Take what resonates, leave what don't. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. But then on the other hand, we have the high priestess, and we have the tower, and we have the devil. You said this false person needs to go somewhere. They always come out. So the false person, it doesn't necessarily mean the person. It could be the energy of deception. All right. Oh, how are you being deceived? By the illusion, right? The confusion. So we got the death, the tower, and the high priestess. I meant the devil, the tower, and the high priestess. But I said the death because we do got that card as well. So definitely, I encourage that. It's one of those things like your enemies, or the enemies, the other energies were literally a step stool for you and helping you come into. And it may have looked like they were against you because they did, you know, have ill intentions, but they actually ended up helping you way more than they hurt you. So know your enemy, and they served you. The enemy serves. It definitely does, in a positive way, because the enemy, the energy is what made you move. That is what showed you, and that is what made you go into your bag in some way, shape, or form. You started tapping into that high priestess energy, where you may have been, you know, doing more prayers, spell work, meditation to protect your energy, or, you know, to strengthen your intuition, to see truth, to see through the deceit. Whatever it was, it served you in some way. So that definitely is moving out, though, because you see through the facade with that death card. So I want you to continue to trust your intuition. Continue to, I encourage you to get some tarot cards, do some meditations, get your lapis lazuli, and your intuitive stones to assist you with that energy. But that concludes the tarot tea time, the you and me time. So we're now going to move into the next segment of the night, which is the... What is that? Is that the alarm? Oh, time's up. Lay's alarm just went off. That's so random. Time's up. Time's up. Because I don't even know why her alarm was on. Time is up, y'all. I'll figure it out. Bye-bye. Okay, he got it. All right, y'all. So if you'd like a personal reading and resonated, Ashe, I'm glad you got what you needed. If you'd like something personal, you can book on the website, crystalinemars.com. And we're now going to move into the next segment of the night, which is the birthday energy. What the thing at? Let me get the music back on. Oh. And we got love, y'all. We done with the tarot, but we got love at the bottom of the deck. So just continue to radiate love. Be love.
Peace, family. Going to the birthday sections. We're We're doing March 17th, 1999. This is for the YouTube. This is for the Instagram.
Bree Stunning, DM me. I can send you the link. I got the cards off of Etsy.
All right. So for this birthday, you have the God energy, 17, right? Which could also fall into the Satan energy, or the Luciferian energy. This does not mean, well, in a sense, it's good and evil, but good and both evil or positive and negative are necessary. So it is the Satan energy that understands, that sees what's behind the veil. Okay. This is why Satan or Lucifer had a problem with God, because Lucifer could see behind the veil. And though God is, is the energy, is the creator, is the, instructor, the other angels were not looking behind the veil or the facade or part of the illusion that God was creating, while Lucifer could. That's why he unveiled that to Adam and then to Eve, right? So you have that ability to see on both sides, right? You can see the purpose in all things. You can also see the illusion in all things as well, right? So absorb both those energies. You also happen to be the Six of Diamonds, which is the balance. Six of Diamonds is the balancing of values, the balancing of truths, the balancing of reality, the balancing of ethics and moralities and things like that, right? Of values, right? And ideals, okay? On top of that, you also have the Queen of Diamonds energy, which makes you the great organizer, which makes you the trustworthy balancer, the trustworthy straightener, the trustworthy, structural integrity creating person. All right. Now, also on your birthday, you're definitely a Pisces. You got the Pisces sun, the Pisces moon. So no matter how you're feeling, at the end of the day, you are a Pisces, right? Whether you're feeling good, whether you're feeling bad, which means that you are very, very sensitive to loud noises, very sensitive to aggressive energy, very sensitive to other people's energies, very empathic, super empathic. Now, you do luckily have that 8 energy in there, that Capricorn, to help protect you and try to shield you from some of that energy. But the things with Capricorn, that 8 is Capricorn. I think with that Capricorn energy is that Capricorn, the energy doesn't really shield you. What it does, it just masks, ignores those energies. And you don't want to necessarily ignore your sensitivity. You do want to push through it, but you don't want to ignore it, because it will take a toll on your health, as is double Pisces energy. You will have a lot of health issues if you ignore those energies. Now, you do have a lot of Aries energy, so that's good. That's good, very good for problem solving, very good for standing up for yourself, very good for going after what you believe in, very good for achieving your goals and ambitions. You have a decent amount of Aquarius as well, that free-spiritedness, that transcendentness, that creativity, that artisticness. All right. Your Lilith is in Scorpio, which means that though you are a light being, the Pisces, the darkness is what supports you. So the very thing that you were probably afraid of, that dark energy, is actually what's helping you through, the dark side. Okay, that's your 8 side, Satan side, the karmic side. As well as you are meant to master your Leo energy. That's your north node, the Leo, the king of the jungle. Okay, you will best master this through balancing your Capricorn and Aries energy, which is your warrior, your boss, right? Tapping into those. It's going to be challenging for you because you have so much, because you're such a Pisces. But with enough practice, enough willpower and tenacity, discipline, determination, you can achieve that and become a very powerful Leo based or I should say transcending energy. And that is the birthday reading for March 17th, 1999. Ashe.
All right, loves. It's Zodiac birthday energy time. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this energy will be for your sun as well as your moon sign. We are not going in a particular order today. We're going in divine order, aligned order. So please pay attention because I'm not going to be able to run it back. If you need to run it back, I will post this on our YouTube channel so you can do so. So we're going to lead the way with Virgo. Virgos, you will be feeling joyful, feeling enthusiastic about your work and motivated to achieve your goals. Your supportive energy will be Libra, the color orange, the numbers 74 and 11. Next up is Capricorn. You will be feeling embarrassed. Reflect on what you can learn from the situation and how you can improve. Your supportive energy is pink, the color pink. The Pisces, the color pink, and the numbers 57, 21, my apologies, 57, 12, and 3. Trying to read backwards, y'all. Next up is Scorpios. You will be feeling dreamy. Embrace this tranquil energy and allow yourself to delve into the depths of your consciousness. Your supportive energy is Pisces, the color navy blue, the numbers 62 and 8. Sagittarius, you will be feeling creative. Your mind is buzzing with innovative ideas and solutions to problems. Your supportive energy is Aquarius, the color copper, the numbers 67, 13, and 4. Leos, you will be feeling flirty. Y'all, I am so fried. I'm so fried. I just did the friedest thing ever. I'm like, they said we was flirty yesterday, y'all. I just read yesterday goddamn readings. Damn, bitch. If you screenshot or if you took any of that, disregard, because that was today's energy. Damn, I was trying to delete that so I could avoid that from happening. See, and that's a message in itself. Delete the old, because that's the very thing that's going to keep you in that damn loop. Because if I would have deleted the ones from yesterday, I wouldn't have. All right, y'all. So we got to run it all the way back. Damn, Gina. So Libra, I was on a roll too. Libras, we're back on track. This is for the energy for February. Look at me. March 17, 2024. Damn. So Libras, damn, you will be feeling talkative. Seek out intellectual stimulation and connect with like-minded individuals. Your supportive energy is Leo. The color sky blue, the numbers 49, 13, and 4. Next up is Leo. You will be feeling touched. Let your light shine and let your light shine bright and leave a lasting impression on the world around you. Your supportive energy is Aries, the color purple, the numbers 78, 15, and 6. Next up is Virgos. You will be feeling gloomy. Find comfort in simplicity and focus on the essentials. Your supportive energy is Cancer, the color teal, and the numbers 75, 12, and 3. Next up is Cancer. You will be feeling confused. Focus on seeking clarity and understanding before making major decisions. Your supportive energy is Scorpio, the color pink, the numbers 95, 14, and 5. Taurus, you will be feeling fun. Take the time to indulge in activities that bring you happiness and make you smile. Your supportive energy will be Pisces, the color rose pink, the numbers 15 and 6. We're on a roll. Next up is Gemini. You will be feeling grateful. All right. Reflect on the blessings in your life and appreciate the opportunities that have shaped you. That's beautiful. Your supportive energy is Virgo. The color red, the numbers 35 and 8. Peace and love to you, my love. Aries, you will be feeling busy. Your energy is focused on fighting for justice and standing up for what you believe in. Your supportive energy is Cancer, the color black, the numbers 83 and 11. Next up is Aquarius. You'll be feeling happy. Connect with your emotions and allow yourself to experience the full spectrum of happiness. Your supportive energy is Gemini, the color green, the numbers 92 and 11. Sagittarius, you will be feeling refreshed. Embrace the wisdom of the past and honor your heritage. Your supportive energy will be Aries, the color peach, the numbers 75, 12, and 3. Scorpios, you'll be feeling impatient. Take a step back and remember that good things take time. Didn't I just say that? Take a step back and remember that good things take time. And you know, Scorpio is that darkness energy. And that's where we are right now, in the darkness. Like, it's been 10 months already. It takes time. Your supportive energy is Taurus, the color peach. The numbers 19, 10, and 1. You just keep on abracadabraing. You understand? Next up is Capricorn. You will be feeling generous. Express yourself artistically and share your talents with the world. Your supportive energy is Virgo, the color blue, the numbers 14 and 5. Pisces, you will be feeling calm. Embrace the escapism and let your imagination run wild. Your supportive energy is Aries, the colors sky blue, the numbers 69, 15, and 6. And that concludes the Zodiac energy for March 17, 2024. If you missed your birthday, don't worry. If you'd like to run it back, don't worry. You can do so on our YouTube channel at Crystaline Mars. I will be uploading them shortly after the live. So we're now going to move into the stone of the day. So what I'm wearing around my neck, she's not the stone of the day, but if you'd like her, you could get her for 30% off if she speaks to you. Very beautiful Angel Aura Smoky Amethyst. Crown chakra energy, protects the crown. Good for peace and wisdom as well. She has similar properties to this one, which is the actual stone of the day. All right. The stone of the day is Charoite. Charoite is great for wisdom, protecting the crown from evil entities, and also activates your psychic powers. So this is a stone of the night, Charoite. Typically, we do 20% off for the stones of the day, but being that we have a 20% off site-wide sale, we're doing 30% off for the stone of the days as long as the sale is active. So if she speaks to you, DM us, you'll get 30% off plus free shipping if you are in the U.S. Same for this baby. Angel Aura Smoky Amethyst. DM us if they call, if they speak. Just because you meek does not mean you are weak. Y'all know I had to come with the bar, no beat. Jang-a-lang-a-lang. What's on your feet? One of y'all lovelies purchased the charm anklet, and she was like, can you add some jang-a-lang-a-langs for me? And I was like, sure. But yeah, y'all, so we're now going to move into the oh man, bye-bye, the next segment of the night as soon as Logas returns. Y'all enjoyed tonight's show? Y'all know I like to talk to y'all in the meantime. What did you take away? I like that. What was your takeaway? Because when you it should always be something that you receive or walk away from when, you know, you interact with people and engage with people. So what did you get? Do you have pyrite? Ooh. All of our pyrite pieces have sold. I do have one that I need to wrap. I do have one piece of pyrite left. and I need to make a necklace of her. So stay tuned. I may be able to bang her out tomorrow and add her to the site. So just stay tuned. Check out stay tuned in the stories, because every time I upload new products to the website, I post it on the story. Yeah. DM me, love. DM me so when I make it, I can reach out to you.
Ashe Midnight Mocha. So today's spiritual lesson is on enlightenment. My purpose for teaching is to enlighten, meaning I'm trying to ignite the light within you. And when that light ignites within you, you can start to answer questions on your own. So, for instance, when I'm done with my rites of passage and I've finished writing my spiritual book, Kuvuk, and my religion, you may call it, is completed, the purpose of it, the way I'm structuring it, it is so that you will be able to find your own light and find true enlightenment. So when people ask me questions or I'm speaking, in the middle of me talking, in the middle of me expressing something, in the middle of me teaching something or explaining something, I come to new revelations all the time, new understandings, and just out of nowhere, boom, I'll say it as if I already knew it, as if it's something I've said 1,000 times, but it just came to me in that moment, right? And it's something that that person's never heard before, people haven't heard, right? Maybe if you search, you might find a variation similar to it, right? But it's definitely not a common thing that you're just gonna find. There's so many times I've told you guys, you'd be like, I've never seen it that way. I've never heard that perspective. I've never thought about it that way, right? And half the time, I think of it right there at that moment. That is enlightenment. The light is illuminating from within myself, right? What we learn on the outside is just supposed to give you a foundation, so you can start to eventually ignite that light and those answers within you and start to explain it and make those connections to other people, right? So that is true enlightenment. If you want to know if you're truly reaching a level of enlightenment, you'll know when you start to come up with answers to very deep and intricate and complicated questions on your own, and those answers make so much sense to you and so much sense to the person that you're talking to, and it just, all the pieces fit, right? As well as those answers are something that you've never heard before, and no one told you those answers, right? But you just make the connection yourself. And it's not, I just came up with a deep question, but no, you actually came up with the answer and can explain the answer in detail, typically from also even multiple angles, right? So that is true enlightenment, and that is the level that if you want to be enlightened, that's the level that you're trying to reach. That's what it looks like when you are reaching enlightenment levels, because there's multiple enlightenment levels. I may be a very enlightened being, but I have not reached the pinnacle of enlightenment, right? But I've reached enough of a high enough level to where I can explain to you what it is, And that is the spiritual lesson of the day. Okay. So now we'll go to the Q&A, if we have any Q&As.
I have one quick Q&A to start. I'd like to know your take on, I was thinking about codependency on relationships. And, you know, like we hear one should not be codependent on their partner and things like that. And so I want to know your perspective in regards to codependency, interdependent, and dependency in a relationship.
I've never heard anyone, I haven't heard at least commonly said that you should be codependent.
I like that. That's things that people recover from. They don't want to be.
I've heard the dependent.
Oh no, codependent is, I've heard a lot in my.
Well, if people are using codependent, I think they mean dependent. That's the issue where a lot of people are using words and they're not really understanding the word that they're using.
Okay.
Because women, it's always women.
Yeah.
Right. But codependency means that the man is dependent on you just like she's dependent on him. But the woman's not complaining about him being dependent on her. She's complaining about how she was dependent on him for whatever it was, emotionally or financially, right? Structurally. She was dependent on him. So that's really, they're talking dependency. Yeah. So it's either that they're saying it because they don't understand it, or they're saying it because it sounds better, because they're not trying to be honest with themselves that no, it's really dependency you're talking about, right? But anyway, I could tackle both of them though. So your question about the dependency and codependency.
Like, is it healthy really? Like, or
is codependency healthy?
Yeah, like, what's the healthiest dependency to be in?
Well, we can answer. See, I can give an answer, but sometimes with a question we might get a clearer understanding, because my answer might seem biased, right? So, let's say if codependency is unhealthy, then what could be healthy? Well, dependency would still get you in the same issue. So it couldn't be dependency,
Interdependent?
Right? Well, what is interdependency?
To my understanding, interdependent is depending on self, but also the other, like being grounded in self and depending on self, but also depending on the other.
Well, if you're codependent, doesn't that mean that you're dependent on each other?
Solely, you're dependent on the other person. Like, you have no sense of independence.
Maybe my understanding of codependency is off. Let's look up.
Yeah.
Let's look up what codependency. Maybe my understanding, because I think of I think of two.
Together. Yeah.
Right. But maybe the definition of codependency is not what I think it is.
I don't think as women we mean that when we say codependency. It's like, I think it's on a one-sided thing when we speak of it.
Right. Which is, it's important to understand what are we saying? Let's see. Meaning of codependency. Okay. Codependency. Excessive emotional, psychological reliance on a partner, typically one who requires support and account of illness or addiction. Okay, so my understanding of codependency was off. I was looking at the word itself, but actually it means this right here. Codependency, excessive emotional and psychological reliance on a partner. Typically one who requires support on account of an illness or addiction. Okay, so to answer that question, is codependency unhealthy, or is it healthy? It says here, excessive emotional or psychological reliance on a partner, right? Typically one that requires support on account of an illness or addiction. So
yeah.
Does that sound healthy? The very first thing it says excessive. So then the answer to that question is yes, codependency is unhealthy.
That's interesting though, how it's co, but it's not co.
Right, sometimes it works that way.
So
where
I guess interdependence would be the healthy one. I think interdependence is what we thought co was.
Right, so the interdependency would then be the healthy one. So there you go.
Not sure.
But when you asked though, is codependency unhealthy? What did you think codependency meant?
I thought codependency meant solely.
Just solely reliant on that person?
Yeah.
Okay. So then really what you're asking is being dependent.
That was about to say.
Is being
really,
dependent on somebody
healthy?
Is it healthy?
Yeah, that's really what I was asking.
Yeah. Because we can all agree that codependency is unhealthy by the definition of it. Excessive emotional attachment, or if it's excessive,
right,
then we can agree. Right? 'Cause by definition, it's saying it's unhealthy. There's no way to go around it, right? But maybe the question might be, what constitutes as codependency? When does a person, can it be considered as a codependent partner? Meaning, when can their emotional attachment become excessive? If you've been married for 20 years and that person dies and you don't know what to do with your life, were you codependent? Were you excessively emotionally attached, or were you just married to that person for 20 years? Right? Yeah. Versus, if I just met you last week and now I can't live without you, well, then that's codependency, because we haven't built a connection for you to feel that way. Right? But is dependency unhealthy? Well, or healthy? Well, if you are independent, that means that there are levels of dependency involved. That means I have to depend on you for certain things, and you have to depend on me for certain things. So just by definition, dependency in and of itself can't be unhealthy, because in order to be interdependent, there has to be dependencies involved. Right? So then we go deeper into the question is, at what level of dependency does it become unhealthy? At what level? Well, technically, as long as the relationship doesn't end and the couple stays relatively happy, there is no unhealthy level. It's only unhealthy if the relationship ends. You can only start to think about, is it healthy or unhealthy, if the relationship turns toxic and it ends. Then you'll start to measure, well, were you too dependent or not, that type of deal. But as long as you're happy and everything, who's gonna question it? The reason why people are questioning the dependency part is because, it's women actually. Men are not having this question, right? Why are women having this question? Is because so many of them are expressing how they're picking the wrong men, or picking the wrong relationships, or getting their heart broken, or having, these adverse connections. So and people of today have losing more and more sense of accountability. So then, they have to blame something. It's not them. It's not their fault. So then they're going to say, well, it's I just shouldn't. You shouldn't be dependent. That's the thing. Don't be dependent on nobody. Don't be dependent. Don't be dependent. Right. But then what's the point of the relationship? Because the point of the relationship is to relate. To relate. Right? Relate your feelings. Relate your goals and ambition. Relate your fears. Relate your weaknesses. Relate your strengths. Relate. Into a ship where you're together, riding together, depending on each other to drive this ship into a certain direction. So what women don't think about is that while the woman is sometimes being dependent on the man in certain ways, whichever way she chooses, the man is just as dependent on you. He's dependent on you to not break his heart, which men get their heart broken all the time. He's dependent on you to, when you get your career glow up, to not leave him, right? He's depending on you to not embarrass him. He's depending on you to not switch up on him. He's depending on you to not be to be his peace and not a burden, and not an annoyance or frustration. He's depending on you just as much as the woman is depending on the man. There's never been a point in history or that we can see written down where, well, maybe not completely true, but typically you don't see, in healthy societies, you don't see people complaining or talking about, should we be dependent on each other or interdependent or codependent. It's you're together, you depend, and you find ways, and whatever way you depend on each other, you do that to live and work together, right? What has happened is that two things have happened. Men built too good of a world in the Western world where it's so good that now women can live on their own and feel relatively safe and can relatively take care of themselves as far as like resources are concerned. Right. And then number two, the second mistake was that then the men who built the world stopped teaching the other men who came up after them how to maintain this world. But this is not the first time that this has happened. This also happened in Europe. This happened in Rome. It happened in Greece. It's happened in a lot of definitely European societies, right? that we can like easily look at. So to answer these relationship type questions, what's healthy and what's unhealthy, all we have to do is look at, well, when were societies at their strongest? And when you look at, and when were they growing at their strongest? And when you see where they were growing at their strongest, look at, okay, what kind of relationships did they have at that time? And you'll see that it is a completely interdependent relationship. And in certain ways, the women are completely dependent on the men, and in certain ways, the men are completely dependent on the women. So you know, dependency is very healthy. Dependency is very healthy. What's unhealthy is being dependent on the wrong person. That is what's unhealthy. And then even that is not the true issue. The issue is not that we are dependent purely on the wrong person, because we are all humans and we all are going to make many, many mistakes. That's part of the game. The main problem is, the number one problem, in my opinion, is we have no village. Because it is the village that keeps people in line. To put so much pressure or so much responsibility on individuals to do everything correctly and everything right on their own is not realistic. And we keep seeing that it's not realistic. You need a village. I mean, you need a group of other people who you are related to or semi-related to, who is judging you, saying like, whether this is what we do, this is how we do things in our group, or this is not how we do things in our group. Without that judgment from your peers and from your village, the man is going to do some unbalanced things, and the woman's going to do some unbalanced things. So it is neither the man or the woman's fault that we're having such issues in relationships. It's merely that we just don't have a village to help us to maintain our relationships. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, that must mean that the parents aren't enough, which must mean that there must be an imbalance. Also, the parents must need help in some kind of way. It takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to maintain a relationship. So that's my long answer.
Ashe, I appreciate it. Nobody had any questions?
No questions.
Just give me the cue to chain the mirror.
Right, revolution. Nobody is truly independent.
True, because we all, and even beyond relationships, we depend on the men to make sure the power is running. We depend on a lot of things.
Exactly. You know, and intelligent men understand that, right? The only independency is an independent mind. That's the only true independency, is having an independent mind, right? But you'll never physically be independent unless you go live out in the woods by yourself.
Yeah.
Which you can do that, but I don't understand why you would want to do that. Though there are some people that may want to do that, but it's very...
Even then, you still would be dependent on something, like some sort of shelter or depending on something, like, because you would still need.
Yeah, you're depending on nature,
things. Right?
I understand,
But
but
it's still dependency.
But you're just not dependent on any humans, though.
Right.
You're not dependent on any humans. You may be depending on,
like you said, plants, animals.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But see, and that's what nature would teach you, though. Nature would then teach you, okay, you didn't get the lesson with people, so I'm going to teach you.
you're gonna need to depend on something.
You got to depend on this tree, this branch, these bugs, these animals, this weather, this dirt, this water, this lake, this spring. You're gonna have to depend, and then you learn the art of dependency with nature. No matter where you go, you're gonna have to learn this.
The art of dependency.
Right.
That's she.
And we have people running away from people where they don't want jobs where there's people. They don't want, they don't even want to have fun where there's people. Like they just want to be like, don't go on vacation where there's people. It's like they just want to be in their own world, right? Depending on the electronics, or depending on, or just trying to escape, but depending on plants, some kind of psychedelic or something. You depending on something. You're depending on something, right?
So it depends on what you're dependent on. I was thinking about dependent is healthy, depending on what you're dependent on.
And then the number one question is, when you say something's unhealthy, what do you mean by unhealthy?
It doesn't help you grow or like maintain like upkeeping or well-being. Not upkeeping, but more like well-being.
Well, growth can be perspective, right? Like, what is growth, right? Growth is perspective, right? So, upkeeping, maintaining well-being. Well, what do you mean by well-being?
I can't even say what makes you feel good because there's bad things that can make you feel good. So.
Right. See, so even the term healthy and unhealthy, we as a community and society don't have a community thought on what is actually healthy. What is that? What does it even mean to be healthy? What is even, because it's usually a very vague terms that we'll use, like happiness. What's a healthy relationship? When you're happy, is it okay? How long are you supposed to be happy? Like, does that mean smiling? Does that mean like you're just content? Like, what does that mean? Because you got people who say you shouldn't be content. Well, isn't that like a form of happiness?
Right.
Right. So,
did you teach us this before about healthy and unhealthy? I feel like you did. I can't remember it though. And I think you did good and bad.
Yeah, good and bad is represented by healthy and unhealthy.
Right.
Right. So then you have to answer the question. See, because all of these things are technically perspective. So there is no technically right or wrong, like what's healthy. Well, I mean, there can be, but it depends on what you're asking about. If you're talking about health itself, well, then healthy and unhealthy is very obvious. It's just about whether you're in homeostasis or not. That's just very plain. Which you could use for everything else in life too. You could say it's homeostasis. It's in homeostasis. But when people are asking, is this healthy or unhealthy? What are they asking? Are you asking, is this going to maintain homeostasis? Meaning it's going to maintain balance and longevity? Mm. Or are you saying, is it going to make me happy and excited and feeling alive and stimulated, right? And feeling in your perspective what growth is, because there's a lot of people that come into and they feel like they're growing, and they're not growing, they're just stretching what they're doing. You're not growing, you're stretching, right? they leave a relationship and they feel like, well, because I outgrew that relationship. No, you just got tired of that relationship, but you never grew because you didn't learn anything. The only thing you might say, well, I'm just not going to mess with that type of person or that type. But you don't leave and say, this is what I did wrong. This is what I'm going to do better in the next relationship. I'm always a better partner in each new relationship because every time I left a relationship, I always naturally, before I even got to the spiritual world, I always thought about, well, what was I doing wrong? I know what they did wrong because I complained about it already. So I don't need to think about that part. I need to think about, okay, what did I do wrong? Or what could I have done better? Or what would I have liked? What kind of, partner did I want to be? Because I wasn't able to be that for some reason in this last relationship. But I also wasn't thinking about relationships like, what are you going to do for me completely? I wasn't like so hung up on that. I was thinking about what kind of partner do I want to be in the next relationship, because that's what's going to make me happy, is me being the ideal partner that I see myself as. But that just was probably just an inner wisdom that I've just always, just had. But I've always understood that the true happiness in a relationship was always going to come with me being the ideal partner that I want to be, and not necessarily them being the ideal partner that I want them to be for me.
That's right.
And I would always get upset with myself when that person's flaws threw off my partnership, my partner abilities. I always would get upset because I want to maintain this level of lovingness, this level of partnership, this level of sharingness and connection. No matter what you're doing, I want to maintain this level. And then when that person's energy or negativity or imbalance threw my balance and started influencing me to act out of a character I didn't want to act, I always got upset more with myself than I was with them. No matter how upset I may get with them, I was always twice as mad with myself, because I just did not, I wanted, because I knew my true happiness was me maintaining being the ultimate, partner that I know that I can be. Just like me playing a sport. When I played football, when somebody got into my head or the coaches got into my head, yeah, I was upset that the coach got into my head and threw off my game, but I was more upset the fact that I was allowed them to, get me off my game and keep me from playing the way that I know that I can play. No matter whether they set me on the bench, no matter whether they cheated me out of playing time, no matter whether they said things behind my back, no matter what, it was like I was always twice as upset with myself that I didn't play at how I know I can play, versus whatever negativity that they would bring in my way. And I had the same mentality in relationships, and I still do.
That's right.
So I think that's good enough for tonight.
Yes, sir.
We'll go ahead and close it down. Hit this prayer. Go ahead and close the eyes. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. One more deep breath. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to see yourself in your best dressed fit, with your best colors on, your best outfit, with all your best accessories. Imagine this. From top to bottom, from head to toe, from left to right, from front to back. See yourself. Do a 360 of yourself. Check it out. What does it look like? I want you to smell your best smelling scent. Your cologne, your perfume, your oils. Put on your best smelling scent. Smell it. Feel it. Go through your nostrils right now. Let it fill your lungs. You just use your favorite toothpaste. Maybe your favorite mouthwash. Your mouth is at its peak. Its peak nasal sensory air stimulation. Your skin is perfectly and evenly moisturized. Your hair is sharp. It's immaculate. And now that you see yourself in your best look that you could possibly muster up, I want you to see yourself in the emotional state you wish to be in at all times. Maybe it's smiling from ear to ear. Maybe it's calm. Maybe it's serious, stoic. Maybe you're just a slight grin with a smile coming from your eyes. Maybe it's a curious look. Maybe it's a look of freedom. Maybe it's a look of power. Maybe it's just a look of pure love. Whatever this look is, I want you to see it. I want you to feel the emotion of that look. This right here, this version of you, this is the version of you that you are meant to carry into every relationship, every friendship, every interaction, every connection, every intertwining of spiritual essence. This is the version of you that you are meant to carry with you at all times. No matter the result of the interaction, this is your highest frequency, your highest state. This is the state you are meant to share with your partner. Because whatever is inside of you is what you will receive. Whatever you are is what you will be reflected back to you. As soon as you see something that you dislike and that you don't want to experience, go back to this vibration, to this version of yourself, and put yourself back into this state. This will cause the universe to have to then re-straighten itself back up and reflect that very same essence and vibration. Do not let the outside world stop you from representing your truest and highest self. Just allow it to guide you to the next scene in the movie that is you. The obstacles are merely there to reroute you, to detour you as part of the journey. Not to stop you on the journey. But you only get stopped, you only get stuck when you change your state. When you reflect what you think you see. You think you see this negativity, so then you reflect it and you get stuck. It's not negativity that you see, it's a catalyst. A catalyst for change, a catalyst for growth, a catalyst for evolution. So go back to this state. The state with your favorite outfit, your favorite clothing, your favorite oil, your favorite perfume, your favorite cologne, your favorite hairdo, your favorite accessories, your favorite moisturizing products, your favorite facial expression, your favorite feeling. Take this with you into every interaction, every conversation, every class, every event, and every connection. And as long as you are representing this heavenly version of yourself, you will be able and allowed to enter into the gates of heaven on earth. But you must be worthy of that heaven by being heavenly. And with this we say Ashe,
Ashe,
Asante,
Asante,
and Amen.
Amen.
Ime Kamalika.
Ime Kamalika.
It is done.
It is done.
And with this you may now open your eyes. Ashe.
Ashe.